Hi everyone, Mercedes here from brightstarwoman.com. I'm here to share a little bit with you about um, how energy work supports breakthroughs. So a few years ago, when I was desperate to leave my 9 to 5 job and fighting to overcome burnout, followed by depression, adrenal fatigue, and hypothyroidism, um, I realized I was in over my head and I sought experts to help me. And so I could see I needed someone to support me on my healing journey, and it turned out that I needed more than one someone. I saw a therapist, I saw my family doctor, I saw a naturopath, I went to yoga, I touched base with my life coach. I had a business mentor as well that I paid to help me along in creating my plan to leave my 9 to 5. And yet I failed in business time and time again. And after seeing all these medical experts, I was still sick and overweight. And here's why. Basically, talk therapy works on the mind level, which is wonderful. But even when we talk about emotions, uh, sometimes it's difficult to bring this back to the feeling portion when we're trying to um, break um, break into understandable, rational pieces of what's going on. Right? That's often how talk therapy works. And I'm not poo-pooing that process. I mean, it's absolutely useful. And then medicine and body work, like massage therapy or physical, like physiotherapy, ergotherapy, those kinds of things are also great, but they act on the physical level. And if I take this a bit further and we talk about business coaching, um, often it focuses on strategy only, which gives a person tunnel vision, right? And so the issue I was having is that all these experts weren't looking at the big picture of my struggle, and they were all treating individual problems. So the one thing that really helped me in the process is that my life coach, who also had a background in energy work, got me to explore my relationship to Reiki again and my Indigenous heritage. So I started seeing energy workers for treatments for myself, sessions for me, as well as cultivating my own practice as an energy worker. And I saw elders as well who, in Indigenous culture, look at a person as a whole and treat the person as opposed to just the problem they're experiencing. And so that's when things really started coming together for me, right? I started shifting, things started clicking. I started slowly, but visually and on a feeling level, started healing, right? And so that's when I started seeing things clearly and getting traction. I started understanding the connections between my health problems, my state of mind, my mindset, the emotions I was feeling, and why my soul was feeling so out of line, like so disaligned, if you will, misaligned. And so for me, energy work became a really empowering process, and it helped me on my path on multiple levels. Energy work can be incredibly powerful, or it can leave you feeling like it's a load of horse crap. And why? Well, there's two main reasons why that is. The main one being because energy workers approach healing from the perspective of a guide rather than a miracle worker or a problem solver, or the person who has all the answers. Um, it's because we believe that you have the power to heal yourself by us just holding up a mirror for you to see with more clarity, and also offer you guidance in a process that you with your own inner wisdom, know how to achieve. So the recipient of energy work has to do the work portion, right? And then, well, you have to choose your energy worker wisely. And by that I mean follow your gut. Lots of talented people exist out there, but it also has to be a good energy match for you. You have to feel like you can trust the person and you're on the same page. That doesn't mean that the person isn't talented or isn't a good energy worker, but they may not be right for you. And then, of course, there's a bunch of people who are in this field for the wrong reasons or who are not qualified or aren't authentic. And that's something you really have to trust your own instincts about, right? Don't move forward with somebody you feel isn't the right guide for you. And so ultimately, Reiki and other forms of energy work will still benefit the recipient, whether or not there's action that follows the session, whether or not the recipient actually acts and makes changes after the session, or even whether or not there's a conversation between the energy worker and the recipient. Some people prefer to have their energy work done in silence, and that's a personal choice. I personally work with there being a conversation between my client and I also like to receive that type of energy work where um, it's instigating a healing process, a thinking, a feeling, and an action on my behalf, on my part, so that things start changing, shifting, evolving, and improving ultimately. But there's a much greater and more sustainable impact for the recipient when they become an active participant in their own healing. And I really believe that energy work is something that enables that to happen. Now, this isn't to say that you shouldn't seek proper medical help, physical therapy, or talk therapy if that's what you need. Those are absolutely beneficial, but you have to keep in mind that these professionals are trained to treat one specific thing, and you will be incredibly blessed if you find a doctor who will spend time talking to you to understand what's going on in your life, or a therapist who works with other physical therapists or energy workers who can then refer you. When your professionals start working together to help you, then that's really the essence of healing, because they understand that there are things happening at multiple levels, and that's really what's key. Energy workers do this from the start, and as a practice, we believe that you have the power to heal yourself, and we all do, really. And so mind, body, and heart and soul need to align to create real lasting change, because we're at our most powerful when all of our parts are working together as one. I guess you could compare it to aerodynamics when a system is compact and working to like glide through air, it works better, right? I don't know if that's a great analogy, but in essence, energy work cultivates holism, which then promotes overall health, abundance, and success. So I invite you to comment below and share your experiences on energy work and how it supported you through a transformation. And if you're new to energy work, then I invite you to choose one issue that you'd like to address and find an energy worker you resonate with and try one session. Then observe how things unfold for you in the next week or month. And then, of course, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more holistic mindset tips. Talk to you soon.